I was trying to figure out exactly what I was doing. So welcome everyone. I am just going to check that we are indeed live in all of the places that I am hoping to be live in. So let me use the handy dandy phone here and hop on Facebook and see if we're here. Yes, we are. All right, I'm so excited. Okay, guys, so for anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Jasmine Bryant. I am a video coach for business owners, network marketers, entrepreneurs, excuse me, really anyone who is in business who wants to become visible, who wants to show up for their customers, their potential customers, but are a little afraid and they're unsure about what they're doing. So that is what I'm here for. I am here to help you through that. And so today we are talking about using AI or artificial intelligence to create compelling video. Now, if you haven't started doing any videos yet, this might be a little, I don't want to say daunting, but it might just be a little ahead of where you are. So just remember, just take this information and store it if you're not there yet. But this can also help you get there if you're not quite at the stage where you're doing videos on a regular basis. So don't worry, trust me, I've got you. Okay. And as you pop on, just say hey so that I know you're here and I can make sure that this chat works too. I've changed the service that I'm using. So today I am using restream.io. So far so good, pretty decent. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. So let's see here. Okay. All right. At the end of this training, anyone who wants to get your questions answered, I am here for a bit after to do a live Q&A. All right. So let's get to talking about using artificial intelligence for compelling video content. So AI is artificial intelligence. It's the newest thing that's been around for quite some time. And you use it in several different ways, and people use AI, just the term, a lot for different things. Mostly, I think when you hear AI, Chat GPT comes to mind, and we will talk about Chat GPT during this training. But there are a lot of different ways that artificial intelligence can be used, and it's I find it pretty exciting. I have to admit, I was of the what is this mind, a few years ago when I first started hearing about AI, and I just thought it was weird. It's not going to stay around. Who needs all of this stuff? And now it's so it's so integral in my business that I'm like, why didn't I adopt this sooner? So I'm going to tell you some of the ways that I use AI to help create compelling content. And it may be something that you're not even thinking about, right? So you may just think, oh, she's creating her talks and her comments from ChatGPT. No, that is not the case. And I actually advise against that, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So when we're using AI to create compelling video content, we are doing this so that we can free ourselves up from tasks, basically. Give ourselves some time. So, being a business owner, especially if you're a business owner who has a full-time job and maybe you have kids, a spouse, just a lot going on. So, anything that you can do that will help with your time management can be very beneficial because you don't want to get overwhelmed. When you get overwhelmed, you just don't do the things. So, one of the things that I love to do to create content is use automated video creation. And if you see me look up, it's because I have a massive 20 by 30 Post-it note in front of the camera, to the side of my camera, so that it's not directly in my, the lights aren't directly in my face. Um, but so that's why if I look up, I don't want to lose track. So I have my notes there. So we're using automated video creation. And what I mean by that, and this is for someone who isn't quite yet ready to show themselves on camera, or you just want to mix it up. Like I use this a lot to mix up what I do. So there's a service that I use called Lumen 5, and I've been using that for a few years. I absolutely love it. It's so simple. And basically, you can take your blog post, and I talk about this a little bit in the repurposing section of the masterclass that's going on right now. So if you haven't signed up for that, then you might want to do that. And I'll drop the link in there too in a little bit. But Lumen 5 is great because you can take your blog post and it will extract different parts of the post. And you can tweak it, of course. You never when you're using AI, don't forget it's artificial, right? It's artificial intelligence. It's not you. It can start to learn who you are, but it's not you. So it doesn't have your voice and it doesn't have your style. So just keep that in mind. You always want to go back and check and change and tweak. So anyway, you take your blog post and you put it in the AI server part of Lumen 5, and it'll extract different parts, and then it'll find like stock photos or stock videos and put them all together. You tell it how long you want it to be. So if you're looking for, something for Instagram, like for a reel, you probably want it to be a minute or less. For Facebook Reels, definitely a minute or less. For YouTube Shorts, a minute or less. If you're doing it as a regular post, however long you want. But keep in mind that the average attention span is very short. So people aren't going to watch a 3-minute video unless it's super, super compelling, which we want you to have super compelling videos, but people just don't generally watch that long. So with Lumen 5, it will create this whole video for you with music. You choose the music, you have the words, you can give it like your palette, your color palette for your brand. So that way it stays on brand. And it's in one way that you can take one blog post and chop it up into several different videos. And these are videos that you're not even on, right? It's just words, text, and pictures or video from that are stock or whatever you choose. You can add your own if you want to. But it's a really simple way to repurpose content and also to have this automated video creation. So you can create several videos in under 30 minutes. I think I've probably done, I don't know, 10 or 12 in a half hour or so. And the longest part is choosing the songs that I want to play. But those are a lot of fun, and those are just, those are things that you can use throughout your content planning. Um, that don't take a lot of time, but offer some great value to your audience. So if you are a health coach or a fitness coach, you could do one of your blog posts on healthy eating and new foods or whatever, and turn it into an automatic created video. So that's eat once, cook once, eat twice kind of a deal. SEO optimization. Sorry. So there are sites that you can use that will optimize your titles, your taglines, your descriptions for YouTube, so that way you can grow your audience. And I will be completely transparent. I neglected my YouTube channel for the longest time. I know, video coach, neglecting YouTube, but I neglected my YouTube channel. So it's now starting to grow again. I'm starting from scratch. So, the SEO is one of the things that I'm learning and that I'm leaning heavily on AI for because I just don't know. And I don't know the things that I don't know. And so one of the things that I'd use is ChatGPT for that. And with that, I will tell ChatGPT, one of my prompts will be, I'm a video coach posting a video on XYZ. Give me 10 SEO words or phrases that will push my YouTube channel forward. And then it will go and give me some words and I'll throw them in. So, it'll do that for your title, for your tags, for your descriptions. So, you definitely want to do that. Now, again, in the beginning, I mentioned ChatGPT and how I do not rely on that for content, for the words that are coming out of my mouth or going on to my pages. And I don't recommend you rely on it either. A lot of people will tell you just to have ChatGPT write your blog posts and all of that. And I can tell you 1,000% it does not work. Okay. I have on one of my earlier businesses, I was a wellness coach, and um, I and I still have my page, and I use this to create content, but it's content that never ever converts to anything. And what I do is I have AI search for relevant blog posts or relevant articles and then repost them for me every single day. And I they don't get any engagement at all, um, because it's not my voice. And I had it create a couple of blog posts for me that I put on my old website, and I didn't get a single solitary comment or view because it's not my voice. So you want to make sure if you're using something like a chat GPT that you write it first. You can upload your content to ChatGPT and ask it to optimize it for SEO, but don't ask it to write a blog post for you. And there are a lot of services out there that will say, tell ChatGPT or whatever the services they're selling, they'll tell you, tell us what your business is, we'll write you, 30 blog posts. And it's not you. And authenticity is really important. So I digress a little bit from video, but I wanted you to know that you just don't want to do that. Okay, content distribution. That is something that is really, really important. So you go and you've created your videos, whether it's, the automated video from like Lumen, or, your very wonderful videos of your very wonderful self that you're putting out there. You want to make sure they get all the places. And that can be such a time suck, especially if you're posting on Instagram, Facebook, like a Facebook page or Facebook group, um, threads. If you're one of the 5 people who actually still uses threads, X, uh, Pinterest, all the different places. There are a lot of places, your website, your blog, a lot of places for you to post your content. So if you use a service like Promo Republic, which I absolutely love, Planoly, which I also love, it's so pretty. Tradewinds, what's another one? Oh, Meta, the um, the Meta Business Suite, which I actually don't find. They'll probably kick me off of here now for saying it, but I don't find it to work as well as some of the other services out there. But you can upload your video to one of these AI services. And one of the things that I really love about like Planoly and Promo Republic is, and Meta does this too. They will tell you what's the best time for you to post, and you can just have it post automatically at that time. So it'll say, your your audience has, they're most active between 2 and 3 p.m., whatever the time zone is. And you can post then. And so that's really one great way that AI can help you with your content, because you're getting more of your compelling content out there to people who need to see it, who want to see it, and who will interact with it. So they'll tell you that, your people, they do all the analysis for you. And again, there are websites that will do this deep dive analysis. I'm not a data person per se, so I won't go into that. But I'm fine so far for me having, Meta and Planoly and Promo Republic and Tradewinds tell me the best times to post. So that seems to work pretty decently. Sometimes I listen, sometimes I don't. Um, this is one of my favorites is the video summaries. I don't know if you guys saw, and if you're in my Facebook group, you definitely saw both. But I did a video on uh, why and how like your business being visible and being on camera is like online dating. And so I had this service called Vizard.ai. I had it take my video and then find the best parts and it breaks it up and then it puts text on it. And so then it creates a video that you can use that can hopefully go viral. And so that's what I did. I had my longer 8-minute video and it chopped it up into, I don't know, like 4 or 5 different parts. One was like 30 seconds, one's like a minute and a half, which is too long for a YouTube short or a Facebook reel or Facebook story. But it was really great because it was a fun video. And so I put that on LinkedIn and it's been getting a lot of shares and comments, which is amazing. And that helps to boost the algorithm because it's like, oh, people like this video. So Vizard is great for that because now you have this one video that you've done and it will find the most compelling parts to share with your audience so that you can get new audience. So Vizard is great for that. So to do your video summaries. Um, the other thing is there's a service called AI SEO that I use. I absolutely adore it. And what it does is, again, it takes your videos and it won't, I don't believe it does all the editing for you, but it will take your videos, find, you know, a few parts so that you can have smaller chunks, like 30 seconds, little vignettes that you can post different places. And it will also take your video and convert it into text so that you can post. You can make little video, you can make little posts, text posts, which is really great. Video editing. Now, as a journalist for over 30 years, um, editing is so important, right? Because your videos, you're not just going to take, a video that you've recorded and it may have taken you 30 tries before you got it right. You're not going to just take that and just throw it out there in the universe, right? You have to edit it and make it interesting, make it compelling. And so one of the things that um, you have to do is edit the video. Now, as a journalist working in union shops for most of my career, I didn't touch editing. That was not what my union did. My union was on camera and behind the scenes writing, not tech. So I'm a little bit behind in that, but I do pretty well, I think. And I'm happy to show you guys, if you're interested in having like a video editing session one day, just let me know. I am totally happy to do that. But there are a couple things that I use to edit. So one is iMovie. I have a Mac, so I just use iMovie to edit a lot of things that are simple. Um, but if I want things that are kind of fun and funky and fancy and just different, I'll use something called Movavi. And I can put all these links in the Facebook group. So if you're in the Facebook group, then don't worry about it. And I'll pop the Facebook group here. So if you're not in the Facebook group, come join us. It's fun. Okay. Oops. See, I had a typo. I'm glad I checked that before I hit send. Okay. Okay. So that's there. So you can go ahead and pop in the group, and a lot of fun, a lot of resources there for you. Okay, so we're talking about editing. So Movavi, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's how I'm going to say it. Movavi is really great because they have an editing suite. So they have AI editing there, which iMovie does not, and it can take your video and it can edit it how you want it. However, again, with all things AI, you want to make sure that you double check it before you just send it off, to the world. You want to make sure it's what you want because it's not you. So it's not going to have all the things that you want it to do. So that it's you and it's on brand. So double check it. But it has AI effects, which is really great. So you can do like really fun things like swooshes and swoops and explosions, just whatever, right? So that way it's visually interesting. And one of the things with video these days, what the algorithm loves is movement in the videos. So when you see all of these disruptive videos, and I say disruptive not in a bad way, but these videos where it's like the person is flipping back and forth, the shot is flipping, or they're getting closer and further away, things like that. Oh, I'm making my camera nuts. Um, it's it's because the algorithms like that. So um, Movavi can do that for you. So it takes a little bit of the stress and the pressure off if you're not, you know, a super talented editor. Like I'm not a super talented editor. I can edit a little, I can edit enough, but to do all the fancy stuff, I let AI do it. If I don't like it, I just undo. Easy peasy. Okay, so a couple other things before we go. Uh, Voiceovers. So that's always fun if you're doing like a product demo. So if you are like a network marketer and you're doing an unboxing or you're doing a demo where, maybe it's makeup or something, or it's cleaning products and you can't really talk while you're doing it, then you can record a voiceover, or you can have an AI software record a voiceover for you. And there are some out there now where you can have it so that it sounds a little bit more like you than like a robot. I was almost going to say the SIRI word, but then my phone will start to talk. So let's not do that. But it's really great because then it gives it more interest because you can be doing and demoing, or your hairstylist and you're shampooing or curling or whatever, and then the AI voice can do your voiceover for you. And the same as if you need translations, because maybe you're doing a course and you want your course to be in several different languages that you don't actually speak. So you can have an AI software, and some of the Kajabis of the world have this for you. But you can have the software translate into your language, whatever language it is that you want your video to be in. So that's always really helpful too. It grows your audience that way. Just make sure that they know that you don't actually speak that language, because you don't want people to message you in French and your French is dismal like mine is, and and then you can't really answer them the way that you would like to. So just make sure that they know that it's not you, that's not your voice doing the translations. One of my other favorites is the choose your own adventure videos. And these are always really fun. They're great for lead generation. So if you have a website or a Facebook page, you can use a service like Video Ask by Typeform. And with Video Ask, it's really cool because you can start off with, answering or asking some questions, or you can answer questions because it can also be used for customer service base, needs and things like that. But the viewer can click different spots, like a little quiz, And then it can be an AI version of you or you. I recommend you just do it, and you'll answer all their questions and lead them on a little customer journey. So that's really fun. Choose your own adventure. And so what I do on my website, rockthatvideo.com or fearnovideo.com, you have my little Jasmine on the bottom of the screen. If you click on it, then it will ask you different questions, leading you to either book a call with me, book a clarity call, or it will send you a video and an ebook. So just depending on what it is that you need, it will guide you. And so that's all done through artificial intelligence. So those are just some of the ways, blogs to video, video to blogs, that sort of thing. It's just these are just different ways to create compelling content. And going back to ChatGPT for a second, you can use prompts asking it to create for you some sort of posts that you can talk about on camera. And again, I highly, highly recommend that you rewrite them into your own words. Okay? You want them in your own words. Do not take ChatGPT's words and present them as your own because number one, ChatGPT could have told 50 people that same thing today. Number two, it's not you and you want to be authentic. And the reason we do video is to show our customers our authentic selves. Okay. So for this today, this is who I am. This is who you get. Um, Sometimes I stumble over words and sometimes I lose my train of thought. And sometimes that train goes like that. So that's what you get with me. And I'm fine with that. If people don't like it, they don't like it. But if I had everything written out by ChatGPT, you would never know who I am if I'm just reading from a script, right? So if you're using ChatGPT or anything like that, you want to make sure to rewrite the words so that they sound like you, not like a robot. Um, but yeah, so you can tell ChatGPT, I'm a I'm a hairstylist and I want to create 15 videos about hair education for fine hair. And it'll spit out some topics and some suggested language. And then you can go ahead and rewrite that and record those videos. So you just have all those different ways that you can use AI to create compelling videos, whether you're starting from scratch or you have some videos that you want to repurpose, just a lot of different things like that. So, with that said, if anyone who's on here right now, I see a couple of you on, but it's not showing me who is here. So just say hey. Um, Let me know if you have questions about AI or questions about your videos or if you need a little bit of coaching. So I'll be on for another couple of minutes. So just you can pop in the chat. I believe I can see chats from everywhere. However, I'm not 100% sure. Let me just take some water really fast. Stay hydrated. You want to keep the vocal cords hydrated when you're doing videos. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about AI, about video creation, you need me to give you a little bit of coaching, just let me know. I'm here. Next week we are having another live video. Let me see what that one is because I kind of forgot already. I think old age is setting in. It's not cute. Old age, my friends, is not for the faint of heart. That is for sure. So let me just see what it is we are doing. Another oops. And that's so weird. It didn't I don't like what it so I told you guys I'm just starting to use Restream.io. Trying this out. versus StreamYard, and it posted weird things. So if you're in one of the groups where the title is something weird, like turn your streams into restream or something, I don't know. I don't like it. So I have to figure out how to change that, but I will. Okay, let's see here. What is our next video, guys? While I'm looking for that, type in any questions you have in the chat or just say hello because that's nice too, so that I know that I'm not just talking to myself. I do enough of that during my regular workday. I don't want to do that here. Not when I have all my friends here, and that's all of you guys. So, okay. Oh, okay. Next week we have a guest. She is a PR executive with a lot of years experience, and so she's going to join us to talk about public relations and marketing and branding yourself and putting yourself out there and making yourself a name. So that'll be really fun. And then we're going to the week after that, which it's Black Friday. So I don't know. If you guys want a Black Friday live video, let me know. Um, if not, we can do it another day. But it's all about being consistent. So I'd like to just stay consistent if we can. So anyway, all right, well, there are no questions, so I'm going to go. But thank you for hanging out and thank you for watching this video. If you're watching the replay, let me know what questions you have, and you guys let me know what landed for you, what didn't land for you, what you still need clarity on, and of course, you can book a call with me and we can chat about your needs and we can chat about, where you go from where you are. And it's just really great. And don't forget, we have the Fear No Video 21-day masterclass going on right now, and we are on day 10. So there are only 11 days left. And I did say I was going to drop that in. So I'll drop that in right now, that website, so that you can register. Again, it's free. And we have really great guests. Tomorrow, I believe our guest is talking about legal stuff, which is really cool because it's so easy for us to do the wrong thing and not know that we're doing the wrong thing in our business and not protect our assets. Even if we don't think we have assets to protect, we do. And so she's like, look, if you're in business today, you have a multi-million-dollar business, so you better start acting like it. So I love that so much. And guys, there's a monkey that comes out. So who doesn't love a monkey? All right. So I will see you guys later. See you next week. Have a great, great weekend, a great rest of your day. And again, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.